Freebirds World Burrito. Yo, what's going on, everyone? It's your boy Ben. So got something special for y'all today. It's Freebirds World Burrito, and I've only really ever seen them in Texas, here where I live, but I did a little research. They were actually, this restaurant chain, Freebirds World Burrito, was actually founded in Santa Barbara, California in 1987. But then they sort of moved their headquarters to College Station, Texas, which is where Texas A&M is located, for all that you don't know that. And it really sort of took off there and spread all throughout Texas. It's real popular here in Texas. It's sort of like a poor man's Chipotle, is what I call it. So they do the big burritos with like your choice of protein, the rice and beans and all the toppings. It's exactly like Chipotle. So I don't know if this came first and then like Chipotle sort of like copied them or vice versa, but it's not, obviously not as popular as Chipotle, but I actually prefer it because I don't know, it's less crazy, but I think the ingredients for me taste a little bit better. Not sure why. I just like Freebirds. It hits a little differently. But anyways, they're now in Texas, California, Kansas, Louisiana, Missouri, Oklahoma, and Utah. So I got my monster size burrito right here in this bag. It is heavy. I'll open up here in a second, but it is heavy, and that's not even their biggest size. They have like an extra monster or super monster that's bigger than that. But then they have like a regular size and like a junior or a kid's size, whatever they call it. So they got like 4 different sizes of burritos. No matter how hungry you are, they got the size for you. But yeah, just super psyched to try something a little bit different here today. Okay, so this is what it looks like out of the bag. Big thing wrapped in tin foil. They did a nice job of wrapping it. There's so much stuff in here. I couldn't believe the lady at the counter was actually able to wrap it. You'll see it better when I open it up, but this sucker is heavy. All right, and this is what it looks like unwrapped. And I'll give you a quick rundown of what's inside of it, what it's made out of. Normally I would actually open it and show it to y'all before I eat it, but if I open this thing, it's rolled so tightly, if I open it, I'm not going to be able to close it back up, and I don't want to eat it like that. So we're going to try and keep it intact. So I'll just give you a quick rundown of what's in it. First of all, the tortilla is a cayenne pepper tortilla. And it's the first thing that I smelled when I opened it up is that spiciness. And I think some of that is from the tortilla. I smell the tortilla. It's really fresh. And the cayenne pepper tortilla. I've had the regular tortillas before. I've never had the cayenne. So hopefully it tastes good. I like spicy food, so I should like the tortilla. So what else? The protein that I chose. So they have ranch hand steak. They have chicken. And they have also something I've never tried before, which is vegan chorizo. So I went with the vegan chorizo. I'm obviously not vegan. If you look at some of the other videos I have on this channel, I'm obviously not vegan. But I do like to try a lot of different things, not just here and from the US, but all over the world. So I went with the vegan chorizo, and I'm guessing that's part of what I smell as well, the spiciness that I'm smelling. And I was looking at it in the bin. It looked like regular chorizo. It didn't look like a vegan product to me at all. So, and there were like heavily spiced potatoes as well in there that they diced up with it. So it looked pretty good in the bin. So I'm psyched to try out the vegan chorizo. And I also got refried beans. They give you a choice of beans. They have pinto beans, black beans, refried beans. I went with the traditional refried beans, which is more common what you find like in a Mexican burrito or any sort of burrito. What else? Have pico, which is diced tomatoes, onions, cilantro, sort of marinated in its sauce. And then I also got some extra diced onions because I like onions so much. And then I got a little spicy tomatillo sauce here, which is like a burgundy color. And they also had like a light tomatillo sauce, which was green. And I'm thinking now with the spicy tortilla and the spicy vegan chorizo, I'm thinking now I probably should have went with the greenish sort of light tomatillo sauce. I'm sort of regretting that, but oh well. I'm sure it'll still taste good. All right, here we go. You can see how big this is in relationship to my head, which is a big head on a big guy. You can see how well they wrap this. Spicy tortilla, smells fresh. Let's give it a bite. There's just so many different flavors going on in there. The Spanish rice, which I got a good bit of, is just perfectly seasoned, perfectly cooked. It's not dry, it's moist. The tortilla definitely has some spice to it. Not as spicy as I originally thought it would be from the smell, but it definitely has some spice to it. The refried beans are really nice. You know, sometimes you get refried beans that you can tell have been sitting out under the heat lamp for a little bit. These refried beans are really good. Everything tastes just really fresh from what I remember from Freebirds. Let me wash this down with a sweet tea. See how the sweet tea is. You know what? That's actually not sweet. Like, I can tell they tried to sweeten it, but they definitely didn't sweeten it enough. So I'm going to have to deduct some points, unfortunately, right away for that sweet tea not being sweet. And it also tastes sort of like watered down as well. So whoever made the sweet tea, pick up your game a little bit. There we go. Let me try and get some of the vegan chorizo next one. That's good. You know, with a lot of vegan products, the thing I struggle with the vegan products is the texture is sometimes weird. They can be a little mushy because they don't have that firmness that you're anticipating, like you would with a steak or a chicken. When it's cooked, it still remains firm. But with this particular vegan chorizo, it has a nice firm texture. Like, it's not mushy. I could eat this vegan chorizo on a regular basis. That is good vegan chorizo, and it is also spiced as well. And all of these spices, like with the Spanish rice, the vegan chorizo, the tortilla, it's not overpowering. It's just, they sort of like work in harmony together and sort of bounce off each other. It's not, I mean, there's a lot of flavors going on here for a fast casual. It's not really fast food. It's like a fast casual restaurant. I'm really impressed so far. Here we go with the little spicy tomatillo sauce. A little bit of spiciness here. I'll try and show you that. It is like a dark red. Oh, nice like toasted pepper smell to it. I'm just gonna put a little bit on my burrito. I'm operating in confined quarters here in my car, and I got people pulling in and out. There's a post office right next door, and there are just people with packages like swarming all around my car. Tight quarters, but that's all right. I'm loving this burrito. Let me get a little bit of that spicy red, spicy tomatillo sauce. Okay, now that is spicy. That does have a nice kick to it. That is really good. And you get like the smokiness from, you can tell they like roasted tomatillos. So there's like a good smokiness and a bite as well to that sauce. Overall, this was really good. Let me check the receipt. So for the burrito, it was $13.69. Now, I know that sounds a little bit pricey, but for the freshness and the taste of everything, And the fact that it's literally the size of my head and it'll be 2 or maybe even 3 meals for me, I don't think that's bad at all. $13.69. Overall, the only thing that I didn't like, excuse me, the only thing that I didn't like was the sweet tea. It's not sweet and it's watered down. But, so you know what? I'm just going to disregard the sweet tea in my grade because you know, I know stuff like that happens with drinks and stuff from working at restaurants in my past. I know sometimes the drinks get screwed up. But just from the burrito, it's a definite 10 out of 10. So Freebirds World Burrito. If you're in Texas or one of the other 6 states where they're located, give them a try. You won't be disappointed. Peace out, y'all. Be safe.